welcome to my YouTube video. Today we're talking all about stagnation. Let's get right into it. F the intro. Stagnation is an illusion. You only remain the same because you were giving the same input, so you're gonna get the same output. To remain stagnant is to give yourself permission to remain the same. No one and nothing is doing this to you. So if you're in a period of your life, or if you've been in a period of your life where you just feel stuck, you just feel stagnant, nothing's changing, it's because you're not changing. That's the hard truth. You have to take accountability. You're not changing, so nothing else is going to change. You're feeding into your patterns, your habits that don't serve you, so then you're going to continue to experience things that don't serve you. You're continuously telling yourself the same old story over and over again, so you're going to continue to live the same old story over and over again. It's as simple as that. Change the story, change the story. You have to change the story you tell yourself in order to experience a new story, even if it's not like solidified yet, even if it's not tangible yet. Tell yourself that new story. It doesn't matter. What matters is the frequency you're on, the energy you're on. And if the frequency you're on is stagnant, it's because you're feeling, one, in competition, you're comparing, you're in a rush, and all of those are illusions. If everything is a reflection of yourself, how can you be in competition with your own self? You need to take a step back, honor where you're at, honor where you'll always be, because you can never be anywhere other than the now. So honor where you're at now, knowing it's perfect and knowing you'll always be in the perfect place. But even if you feel stagnant, you have to honor that you feel stagnant. And in the honoring, in the acknowledgement of you feeling stagnant, the stagnant energy disappears. Just like when you're feeling negative, or when you're feeling sad, or when you're feeling bad, you don't have to get angry for feeling bad or sad. You just have to acknowledge that you feel bad. You just have to acknowledge there's negative energy flowing in me. Cool. Guess what? Now the energy can continue its flow out of me. So when you feel stagnant, you just acknowledge there's stagnant energy within me. Interesting. There's nothing else you need to do, and that stagnant energy is free to move now. And with that awareness, you're free to choose new. If you continue to choose the same old patterns, and what I mean by that is, let's say someone cuts you off in traffic, are you going to honk your horn, flick them off? Are you going to react in a negative way every single time? Or are you going to hold yourself accountable, be aware, and choose a new narrative, choose a new story, choose a new reaction? Because in the choosing a new reaction, you're opening a new portal, you're opening a new timeline for yourself. This is another aspect to quantum jumping, because if you react the same way, it's kind of like you're reaffirming that code in your brain. Oh, this person cut me off, they're bad, I'm angry now, flick them off, honk my horn. It's like it almost becomes like I don't know how to say it. It's like a subconscious reaction. Like you just do it automatically. But instead of doing things automatically, instead of reacting from your old patterns, you have to be aware of your old patterns and then choose new habits. Whatever it is that will make you feel like you're not stagnant, do it. For example, like 2 weeks ago, I was really mad and upset. I felt stagnant in my physical working out progress, and I'm like, you know what? When I was a kid, I really enjoyed running. I'm gonna set a goal to run every single day. Yeah, you don't have to like make humongous goals at first, but I was like, I'm gonna make a challenge for myself, and I'm gonna get up early before I go into the office, and I'm gonna run every single day. And every time I checked that box, it felt like I was like writing a love letter to myself. And it doesn't have to be something physical. It can be anything. It could be journaling for 5 minutes. It could be doing breath work for 5 minutes. Anything. Like, you could even be, say, I'm gonna take a really long self-care shower every single day to make myself feel better. Whatever makes you feel better, whatever makes you feel like the stagnant energy is flowing, do it. Because even if the runs haven't shown a physical result yet, internally it makes me feel really good. And that's really all that matters, because your internal state, your internal frequency is what creates the reality outside of you. So if you're feeling stagnant, acknowledge that you feel stagnant, and in the acknowledgement, the stagnant energy disappears, and in doing so, the ideas to become less stagnant come to you. There's nothing you really need to do, and that's what's beautiful in this life. There's nothing you need to seek. There's nothing you need to change. It's always accessible to you in the now. You can always do whatever it is that you want to do in the now. And if it feels like force, it's not meant for you. If it feels like force, then you probably shouldn't do it. when you feel like doing something, do it because you actually want to do it. Because I had this question this morning. I'm getting a little bit off topic, but I had a question this morning. I'm like, why do I ever do anything? Is it because I feel like I have to? If you feel like you have to do anything, you shouldn't be doing it. You're pushing yourself out of alignment. If you feel like you have to do anything, don't do it. It's as simple as that. We were not meant to force anything. We were meant to flow. We're meant to listen to our heart, listen to our bodies, listen to what we feel like doing, feel like saying, feel like having in each moment, because we have this physical vessel for a reason. This physical vessel is the universe expressing itself through the universe. And in doing so, we have these physical abilities to go do what we want, to get these tangible results, to get these tangible things. So if it doesn't feel like it's aligned, if it doesn't feel like it's in flowing with you, then don't do it. Simple as that. Even if it means you have to stop people pleasing, even if it means you have to sacrifice some things, if it doesn't feel like flow, don't do it. And this also ties into stagnant energy, because when you're stagnant, it usually means that you're overcompensating for something. That could be overcompensating for someone or something else. Stop it. You're living your life for you. And when you live your life for you, guess what? The people, places, things, and opportunities that are meant for you show up like as if by magic, because you're living in a magical state of being. You're living in your magical frequency. You're living in God consciousness. When you put yourself first, when you operate from a frequency of love, you're living in God consciousness frequency. You're living in that enlightenment frequency. But the moment you step down and you try to live for someone else, or you try to be in competition with someone else, or you try to please someone else or something else, you try to force an outcome, you try to force a circumstance, you try to force anything, you try to force a daily task, you're out of alignment. You're not living in that love frequency anymore, because the biggest act of self-love is doing what you feel like doing in each moment, just because you feel like doing it. Of course, if it's like good for you, but you feel like doing the things because they're good for you. If you don't feel like doing things because it's not meant for you, it's not meant for whatever timeline you're on right now. Your heart is your best navigational system and is there at any given moment to listen into. Do I feel like going to get coffee right now? Do I feel like going on a walk? Simple things like that lead you to effortlessly following your heart rather than your mind, your over analytical logical mind, because your over analytical logical mind is rooted in illusion. It's rooted in your past, literally. That's what I was saying about choosing new habits, choosing new patterns. If you get stuck in these thought patterns, if you get stuck in these emotional patterns, it's because your brain is stuck in a loop. Detach from your brain, literally. Detach from your brain and get into your heart space. What do you feel like doing? What makes you feel good? And this opens up your heart. This opens up millions of opportunities. This also opens up new potential, new reality, new timeline. Because we can keep reacting from the same old thinking patterns, the same old emotional patterns, the same old